Hello, welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's well. I've been to Marks and Spencer's. I haven't spent a lot, spent £19.87. I haven't bought that much, but what I have bought is really interesting. Let me lower that camera down a little bit. Back up a bit. Oh bugger, what's going on here? There we go. I'm centralised. Yeah, so, the last time I were in Marks and Spencer's and the time before that, I noticed that there were loads of yellow stickers. More yellow stickers than I have ever seen Marks and Spencer's. Obviously, I'm only referring to the one that I shop at. Everyone's going to be different. But it got me thinking, why? Why? Why have they got so many yellow stickers on their stuff? Everywhere has put the prices up. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was one of the reasons why they were having to reduce a lot of the fresh stuff. I bought a little bit of it today because today's the same story. Also, in our M&S, and I'm sure other M&S's are the same, they have this tiny section, it's like on a cardboard stand, bits and bobs that they are selling off, like they've reduced, they need to clear. So I frequented that area today as well. And I think, I'm just looking, more or less everything that I've bought has been reduced, more or less. There's a couple of items at full price. So I'm going to show you what I got. You tell me whether you think I got a good deal or not. Bearing in mind, a lot of the stuff I didn't probably need. So in a way, whilst I've saved money, I've also spent money that I didn't need to spend. But we'll be the judge together of whether I've got a good deal or not. I'm definitely going to use everything. So you got some hand wash. Now, anybody who knows this Restore stuff, this is about £6 usually. There were only one left, £1.50. I do need hand wash. We all need hand wash, don't we? Or soap. Fragrance with geranium, cedarwood, eucalyptus and lavender. I have the perfume in this. A friend bought me a couple of years ago, actually. So this is going to go in my bathroom. £1.50. Should have been £6. Good price. Nachos. I always get nachos. If you watch a lot of my food shops, you know that one of my kids lives on nachos, virtually lives on nachos. These are, I think they're about £1.15 at the minute. And the ingredients, they're a lot cleaner than the leading brand. So they're the chili ones. In my opinion, they taste nice, but they don't taste as nice as the leading brand. But they've got loads of stuff added to them that you might not want your kids to be eating. I bought some sour cream for him for Aldi because he does his nachos. He's got the tortilla chips, the cheese, the salsa, the sour cream, and sometimes he'll cook some chicken seasoned with the Nando spices in there. He's very artistic with it. Got a couple of chocolate twists. I think that these are a good price from Front Bakery, £1.50. Costa Coffee, they're a lot more, aren't they? I tend to buy bits from the bakery that I wouldn't make myself. I do quite a lot of baking, but pastry I've never attempted. So there were some nice looking muffins and there were some nice looking cookies, but I do those myself. So as a rule, a way to curb my spending, I only want to buy stuff if I'm not going to be able to make it. So I've got two. They're for the kids, for the breakfast, because they haven't woke up yet. Got some eggs. The good price, these are about £1.45. As eggs go, they're decent eggs. Get into exciting stuff now. I've got 3 boxes of these. I've got an espresso machine. There are 30 capsules in a box. Should have been £9. I paid, have a guess. Have you guessed? 90 pence. 90 pence for 30 capsules. Now for 10 capsules in M&S, they're about £3.80. 10 capsules in Aldi are £1.80. I've got 30 for 90p. Well, actually, I got 90. I bloody hope I like them. Got 90 for less than £3. So this was a really good buy, and there were loads left. I didn't just take it all. I know a lot of people have a problem with other people clearing stuff out. I did not do that. There were still coffee pods left for somebody else. Moving on to another banging deal. How much were this? This was, well, have a guess, damson and juniper fruit for cheese. And I bought 2 of them. I don't know how much they are normally, are they about £4 these? 28 pence. I don't know what juniper tastes like, but I do like cheese at Christmas. Did I get 2 or did I get 3? Why do I think I got 3? No, I only got 2. Do you know why I'm thinking I got 3? Because I thought, right, this is the story then. I must have only bought 1 for myself and 1 to go in a Christmas present, because they're out of date November 2026. It's now September 2025. So I always do one of my sons a hamper, and this year he's going to get a damson and juniper fruit for cheese in it. Yeah, 28p. Fantastic for Christmas hampers. And whilst we're talking about Christmas hampers, rhubarb and ginger preserve. It's sort of like the sloppy one. What does it says? It says soft set. Yeah, maybe sloppy doesn't sound the same as soft set. 25 pence each. Out of date, December 2026. Well, best before. So I picked 3 jars of this up, and again, one of them is going to go in the hamper for my son. I don't know what the fruit level in this is. 56 grams of fruit per 100 grams of preserve. There was only this flavour, tasty rhubarb with warming ginger. But I thought, seeing as it's soft set, I can obviously use it as a preserve, but I can add it to yoghurt and granola, which is what I'm going to do when I have breakfast in a bit. So I've got 2 for myself, 1 for my son's hamper. This were even on the rack, the burger sauce. I'm wondering if that's just because summer's over and they're not going to sell as much. But this was 46 pence. And again, May 2026, best before. So we grabbed one of those. It's a nice one. Still going with the reduced stuff. Now, they had loads of the fresh stuff on sale. Ready meals. All the tapas range that they have in. And quite a bit of meat, but just unfortunately not the stuff that we eat. So lamb, some form of pork. There weren't really much what I could pick up, but I did get these salt and pepper chicken, the Chinese side dish. How much did I pay? I think I paid £2.73. So on a scale of chicken bits, it's a normal price, isn't it, to pay? But these were £4 something to start with, I think. Oh, £3.50 to start with. But you do get about 10 decent sized pieces of chicken. I'm going to freeze them, and then when I do a stir fry, I'm going to do these as a side for Daz and the kids. And then the last thing that I've bought, I told you it's not a big one, fish, loads of fish, loads are available reduced. This was £4.50, now down to £2.84. And again, I'm just going to put that in the freezer for when my son wants fish and chips. 90p. I'm going to try one in a little while. I do this and then I froth the milk up and I have a cappuccino. At the minute I've been putting autumn sort of vibes in it, a bit of cinnamon, a bit of maple syrup, that French toast latte vibe. But hopefully, fingers crossed, they are nice. They also add the, the ground coffee that you put into the coffee machines, and that also was around about 90p. Maybe they're just doing it to make way for the Christmas stock. And again, the Marks and Spencers that I go to is a relatively small one, so they have only got a small amount of space. But definitely the fresh stuff. 3rd week now that I've noticed that things are just reduced on the shelves, and I'm wondering whether people are choosing not to buy the sort of ready to go stuff because of the increase in price. I don't know. What do you think? What do you make of it? Have you been in and had the same experience as me with the reductions, or is your M&S just selling out? I suppose it might work on where you live, obviously, and who's buying there, who's shopping there. I don't know. But yeah, I'm liking it. Obviously, I'm picking some good bargains up, but for M&S itself, I don't know. I'd like to know whether it were the same in other stores or not. Maybe it's a blip. Right, I'm going to buzz off, so I've got some baking to do. You take care. Thanks for joining me, and until I see you again. Bye. Maybe people are changing the way that they cook. Lentil cottage pie by Tom serves two, originally £10.